Hello, citizens, and welcome back. City 2, Fulham 1. We go top of the league. Make sure to hit the like button. Hit subscribe as well. This is our match reaction. So let's jump into it. Okay. Do you know? Oh my, this has been horrible. How many years have I just lost? So, team lineup, pretty much exactly how you'd expect. Same defense that played Arsenal. Makes sense. Pretty much exactly the same team. He brought De Bruyne out through injury. He wasn't even in the squad, so Alvarez came in for him, and Mahrez went in on the right-hand side instead of Bernardo Silva, who was on the bench. And look, first 5 minutes, you really can't complain about it. We knew Fulham were going to, try hit us on the break. They got technical players, they got quick players. And it's a tough ground to go to at the moment. That their fans are right behind them. They're pushing for Europe. And we took the game to them. We really did. And the goal comes from a penalty. Wonderful play, I think, by, Grealish, whoever it was. Crossfield ball to Mahrez into the box. He feeds it back to Alvarez, who's brought down. And Haaland, in the second minute of the game, gets his 50th goal of the season. A phenomenal goal. Smashes it into that bottom corner. Keeper goes the right way, Leno, who had a fantastic game for Fulham. But great penalty, great way to start. Second minute, you're thinking yourself, fantastic, build on this. And we have some couple of great chances, particularly from Grealish on that left-hand side, who in the first half was causing Fulham problems because they defended quite narrow, they defended quite deep, and it gave Mahrez and Grealish so much space on them wings, and Grealish cutting inside, poor effort first off, then he hits the bar from a Leno save. But we didn't take them chances, and if you don't take your chances away from home in the Premier League, you're going to get punished at some point, and that's what we were. We were punished. Fulham with their first meaningful attack of the game, the first time to get through the defence, long ball into the box. They win the header. The ball drops to Vinicius, who smashes it past Edison. He's given no chance, and it's 1-1. And you just think to yourself, go again, go again, go again, and we do go again. We do. But it's from a moment of brilliance more than anything. We spent most of the first half trying to give the ball to Mahrez or Grealish, but the goal comes after we play through the middle. Mahrez gives it to Alvarez, who shifts his feet so quick to stay away from Paulina. Not only does he shift his feet so quick, the ball's still stuck under his feet, but a wonder goal from Alvarez into the top corner over Leno. And we're into halftime 2-1. Now, second half, the second half, honestly, this was a disaster for me. Yes, we came away with all 3 points, and yes, they didn't score, and yes, we kept Fulham from actually creating anything, but they were still causing us so many problems, despite the fact they weren't causing us problems. It was an insane second half from City. It was so bad. It looked like a team that was tired, mentally drained, physically drained. I mean, that Arsenal game probably took a lot out of them, but we still have to keep performing. The league is not won. And that second half, really, Pep should have made some changes early on. He should have made changes early on because Diaz, Edison, they were not at the races. They weren't communicating well. A couple of chances. They got away with it in the first half a couple of times when Edison was holding on the ball too long. Then in the second half, they run into each other. Edison makes a fantastic save in the end at the feet of Vinicius. But Diaz had an absolute stinker. And I would have swapped him with, if he was keeping on the pitch, I would have swapped him with Akanji and brought Akanji into the middle. Because Akanji and Walker today, they were fantastic at fullback. They really were. They were that good. And they needed to be as well. Because I think they carried that defence. Because Diaz, he had a bit of a nightmare. And the other changes that should have been made, Grealish should have been brought off earlier on. And Mahrez should have been brought off earlier on. Because them two did nothing in that second half. Grealish couldn't get hold of the ball. He's lucky not to be sent off. He was petulant against the referee. He's petulant against them. He's letting them get under his skin a little bit. Yes, he was fouled a lot. But really, his passing was poor. He was holding on the ball too long. And he wasn't giving us anything, really. He really wasn't benefiting him staying on the pitch. And same with Mahrez. And the thing about Mahrez that winds me up is that too many times he half-asses everything. Yes, he'll trap back, but he'll do it half-assly. Yes, he'll put a foot into a challenge, but again, he's half-assed about it. He doesn't really do anything with much conviction when he's defending. And there's a couple of corners they had at the end of that first half as well that's going to stick in my head for a while, where Mahrez was the one that was going out to stop the cross. So they take a short corner, and Mahrez is the one who's tasked with closing him down, and he doesn't. It's just a nothing of a jump to try and block the cross, because he's not really that, he's not really attempting to. So him and Grealish needed to come off. Bernardo Silva and Fulham should have come on much sooner, because when they came on towards the end of that second half, in the last 10 minutes, was just far too late to make them substitutions from Pep when it wasn't working. But them two, when Foden and Bernardo came on, Bernardo slowed it all down because he took Gundogan's place. He pushed up to where Alvarez was and in De Bruyne's usual role. And it looked a much better midfield. It looked calmer, we looked more technical, and we had, Bernardo's a quality player on the ball and off it as well. He won a few free kicks, which is massively important. Foden came on the right hand side for Mahrez, and immediately you saw the difference because we pinned Fulham inside, especially at the end. The last 10-15 minutes when we wound the game down and we gave Fulham zero of the ball. It was through that down right-hand side where where Foden and Haaland had just kept putting that pressure on them and kept them off the ball and kept winning free kicks, kept winning throw-ins, kept winning corners. So them substitutions should have been made sooner for me. And I don't see how Foden doesn't start in the next game. And Bernardo has to start in the next game, and hopefully De Bruyne does as well. Because that second half, it was draining. Like I said, we got the 3 points, we got the win, but it wasn't convincing. It was a team that was drained and tired. But we got over the line. And look, I said, I've been saying for the last week, we've still got one bad performance in us this season, if not two. And I'm hoping that's one of the bad performances we've got left in us because we got away with that one today, I think. I think if Fulham were better, I mean, you say if a team's better, they're going to beat you, of course they are. But if Fulham push us a little bit more, I think they might have got something out of that game. And it would have been us to blame because we didn't look composed on the ball, poor passing, poor clearances. We just didn't look like we could defend today. So yeah, massive result, especially to play that poorly in the second half and still come away with 3 points is massive for us. It's huge. And big shout out to Alvarez as well. Alvarez got man of the match. He gets my man of the match as well. He was unbelievable today, Alvarez. But especially in that first half, he won the penalty. He scored the winning goal. He's all over the pitch. He defends from the front. His composure on the ball. He's wonderful, Alvarez. And I'm so glad he's gone under the radar a little bit because it's made him shine in moments this season. And the other big shout out as well is to Haaland, who up front today, even though he only scored one, it was in the second minute, and he didn't get an assist. Some of his link-up play, his hold-up, he fought for every ball. Even in the 95th minute, I could see him waving players forward to try and press Fulham when they had the ball in their own box. He was immense today, Haaland. So, so important to us. And I bet he's tired as well because he's run a very physical game today without much service, but he's done the job. And again, Akanji and Walker, I think, were brilliant as well, and they held that defence together because what a shambles in some moments of that. That's it. That's the match reaction. Look, we're top of the league. We're 1 point above Arsenal now. We're top of the league for the first time since February the 17th. Unbelievable. And we can't throw it away. We cannot throw it away. We've got 2 home games now, and I expect us to win those 2 games. And we should win those games. Massively, massively important. And yeah. 3 points. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.